Eugenics, in simple terms, is using the techniques that breed speciality, plants or animals, and applying those techniques to humans. In other words, to select the traits that we want and to encourage those traits in future generations through breeding. Now, most people will tell you that eugenics is something the Nazis did and that we should not be engaged in anything like that. However, we are currently living in the most eugenic of all ages. For example, in 2019, 3 Australian states, Victoria, New South Wales and Western Australia, have passed through their parliaments acts that either encourage abortion up until as close to birth as possible, or they have passed laws to allow and encourage euthanasia, laws that already exist in other parts of the world. Now, it is possible to find out if a fetus is deformed or handicapped well before birth. Nearly everywhere, doctors encourage women to abort those fetuses. Whether you agree or disagree with this is quite clearly eugenics. Today, women are encouraged to believe that fertility lasts into a woman's 40s. I even hear traditional women saying this, that her grandmother had a large number of children and her last was in her mid-40s. But that child was not her first child. The truth is that the younger a woman is, the easier it will be for her to conceive and the healthier that baby will be. A 25-year-old woman is much more fertile than a 35-year-old woman. A 35-year-old woman is much more fertile than a 45-year-old woman. But young mothers are not encouraged. That is eugenics. Intelligent women, in particular, are encouraged to focus on their career at the expense of love, marriage, and children. This means that the most intelligent women are not having children or are having less than they would otherwise. This is eugenics. Women are not attracted to poor men, so they also lose out on love, marriage, and children. This is also eugenics. Eugenics is everywhere, and we fail to notice it. The human race is being bred in a certain direction, and we are led to believe that it is good because it is the individual's choice. But how free are we to really decide? We have been given false choices, but because it is a choice, we feel as if we are the ones in charge. When someone tells you eugenics are bad, let them know that we are already living in the age of eugenics.